Hi, I'm Dr. Olear. I'm a board-certified nephrologist at Kidney Care Center in Illinois. I've been practicing for 3 years in Oak Lawn, Illinois. Taking good care of yourself with kidney disease requires changes to your lifestyle. This often includes changes to your diet. I treat patients with kidney issues and they ask me diet-related questions all the time. So let's discuss renal or kidney diet today. Question number 1. What foods and drinks are best for maintaining healthy kidneys? So, it's newly recommended by the National Kidney Foundation that plant-based diets seem to be the way to go. And this includes a large variety of nuts, butters derived from nuts, beans, lentils, whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. You want to focus on eating fresh foods and avoiding fast foods or takeout. Also, you want to make sure that you reduce the amount of sodium in your diet. So we have the DASH diet, which is a diet approach to stop hypertension. And it usually incorporates having a low amount of sodium, less than 23 milligrams of sodium per day. It's rich in fruits and vegetables, low fat, dairy products, whole grains, is large in seeds and nuts, and low in processed sweets and saturated fats. Now, if you've had kidney disease and you've progressed to end-stage kidney disease, your diet's going to be very different. It's going to be based on lab values. And so you need to follow a low potassium and phosphorus diet. Your fluid needs to be monitored, and your diet needs to be high in protein in that regard. Question number 2. What foods should be avoided if you have been diagnosed with kidney disease? Now, we kind of touched this in a little bit before, but you want to limit and avoid foods high in saturated and trans fats. You want to avoid your deep fried foods, foods high in butter, margarine, red meat, particularly processed meat. Seems to be a trap a lot of my patients fall into. Your bacon, sausage, your deli meats, hot dogs, fast foods, any takeout, and foods full of fat from dairy products. You want to limit foods high in salt, sodium. You don't want to add salt to your foods, which my patients are very good at doing. However, you want to avoid the trap of getting them from foods you order from the outside. A lot of takeout places load their food with sodium. You want to avoid canned foods, cured meats, certain condiments even, and pickled vegetables or pickled foods are high in sodium. Lastly, you want to limit foods high in sugar. And these are your sodas, your sweetened drinks, your desserts like cakes, cookies, ice cream, candy, all of the things that essentially might bring you joy you kind of want to avoid. Question number 3. What kind of fluids do I need to limit? Now, if you haven't been diagnosed with kidney disease, you typically do not need to restrict any amount of fluid you consume. Now, water is always a sure and best way to go. You want to avoid any fluids or drinks, beverages that are sweetened, your sodas, your punches, your sweet teas, lemonade, even frozen coffee drinks can have a lot of sugar at times. However, if you have any type of kidney involvement, and let's say you transition to end-stage renal disease, if you're making urine, you want to limit the amount of fluids you take to about 48 ounces of fluid per day. If you don't make any urine, you want to limit the amount to about 32 ounces of fluid per day. And this is important because your urine is 90% water. So therefore, if you have the inability to get rid of your urine, you can't get rid of water either. And that's why when you have end-stage renal disease, you want to limit the amount of fluids as opposed to when you don't. Question number 4. Should I be taking any vitamins and mineral supplements? So in terms of vitamins and minerals, people with kidney disease typically need to be supplemented with B complex vitamins, iron, vitamin C, and vitamin D. Ask your nephrologist if it would benefit you from starting a renal multivitamin, such as Nephrovite and Renovite. These contain all the B vitamins, vitamin C, and folate. People with kidney disease are usually low in vitamin D since it's one of the main functions of a kidney is to produce active vitamin D. Ask your doctor to check your vitamin D levels before starting that supplement specifically. Don't start taking a regular daily multivitamin without asking your doctor. There's some vitamins and minerals that people with chronic kidney disease should not supplement. For example, potassium and phosphorus, unless they're extremely low. And lastly, question 5. How do I effectively monitor my diet? Do I need a dietitian? Since each patient with kidney disease is different, it is recommended to see a dietitian to follow your disease progression. As your chronic kidney disease progresses, there will be certain changes you'll need to make to your diet, and you will likely need to restrict certain foods to a higher degree. If you don't have access to see a dietitian and are newly diagnosed with kidney disease, a general diet includes a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, nuts, beans and lentils, whole grains, and fresh protein. You want to follow a low-salt diet and limit and avoid foods high in added sugars and saturated fats. And lastly, I always challenge my patients to do their best to look at the nutrition facts and labels and try to count their dietary carbohydrates as well as their sodium. And I feel this helps them to participate in their care and contribute to bettering their health, because at the end of the day, teamwork makes the dream work.